Everyone, and welcome back to a new speed build video. In today's video, I'm going to build a contemporary house. I don't think I've ever built anything that modern in The Sims before. My go-to architectural style is always like a cottage or a suburban house or even Victorian, but nothing that modern. But I thought it would be fun to experiment with a different design, and also it's the chance to use things that I don't normally use. And I think you could probably tell from my last two videos, because I literally uploaded two build videos on my channel, and in both of them I use the same kitchen counters. So it's good to try different things and experiment more, be creative, get out of the comfort zone. And I must say it was so much fun to build this house. I think it turned out pretty nice. I think from now on I might dive a little bit more into this modern contemporary architecture style. To build this house, I looked at some pictures on Pinterest because I was in desperate need for inspiration. Otherwise, I wouldn't know where to begin. I built this house on a, I think, 20 by 15 lot, and while I was building the house, I realized that the lot was maybe a bit too small, but I didn't want to move the entire thing to a bigger lot also, because I think the biggest size would have been a bit too big in my opinion. I wanted to keep the house and the backyard kind of small and tight. That was like my idea. I didn't want to have too much space around to landscape, because I feel like that contemporary houses lack a little bit of landscape. They're a bit empty. They normally just have some like bushes around the house, and that's it. And obviously sometimes like a swimming pool, but this house didn't have space for a swimming pool for sure. um, and yeah, I wanted to keep it realistic, so I didn't want to fill the entire space with plants, trees, or bushes. But if I had more space, I would have felt like I had to fill it up with landscaping. That's how I am. Like, it just bugs me when the lot is big, it's not properly filled with like plants and trees. That's probably also why it takes me ages to finish a house. I spend so much time to fill every little tiny corner of the lot. Literally, some people manage to build and furnish a house in 2 hours, and it takes me 5 hours to finish a two-bedroom house. This house is gonna be two-bedroom, by the way, and 2 stories. That's why for me building mansions is a nightmare. I should probably stick to cottages or very small houses. But then, like with cottages, I want them to be so cluttered inside, because that's how I imagine them to be. So I just keep adding stuff and stuff until I realize I spend 3 hours just to furnish a room. And am I the only one? Because I don't know, maybe it's me, maybe I'm crazy, but please let me know if you also have this problem. So, sorry, I was rambling too much. Let's talk about the build a little bit. And I feel like this type of house is very, I wouldn't say very easy, but it's easier to build in a way, because this style normally has like simple forms. So the shell is pretty easy to make. You don't have any complicated thing. I really like the geometric lines of the house. It's very contemporary, and it was so much fun to build a house like that, because we have loads of different elements. The facade of the house is a combination of wood planks and stucco. That's a very popular combination for this type of house. I think at least that's what I've seen on Pinterest. But I like the idea of having like contrasting materials, like the wood, I think, add texture to the entire thing. I really like also the roof line that is defined by these strong black lines, and I also used black trims that matched the roof line. Moving on to the interior of the house, I decided to go for these light wood floors. I think they looked very good for a modern house. The kitchen was the hardest part. I kept changing my mind. I didn't know what to do, but I ended up putting shelves. I feel like I do this open shelving thing a lot in my kitchens, but I think it looks very good. It helps to give a lighter look to the kitchen. I feel like when you have too many cabinets, then the kitchen becomes dark in a way. And I also think it's very like modern looking. It's also very trendy. I've seen it a lot. And I also struggled a lot because I wanted an island for this kitchen. I wanted the island so bad. But then I realized there wasn't enough space for it. Otherwise, I would have sacrificed the dining space, and I didn't want to. I wanted a really nice dining space with a kind of big table. I didn't want like a small table, and I wanted, like many chairs and a big painting on the wall. So I really needed that space, and I couldn't fit the island. In general, for the interior of this house, I would say that I embraced a more minimalistic look that is like sleek and fresh, because I wanted it to kind of reflect the exterior of the house. The exterior of the house is very minimalistic itself, even the landscaping, and so it's the interior. As you can see also from the kitchen, I went for black and white colors, and I also added like different beige tones, and I think that's basically like the look of contemporary interiors, I would say. You try to keep very neutral colors, and you don't add too much clutter. You want the look to be simple. You want the house to look simple and tidy. In the living room, I decided to have a brick wall. I think it's a really nice touch. And for the sofa, I used this dream home decorator sofa. Actually, I used the pack a lot. It was so useful to furniture. It was so useful to furnish the house. I think it comes with very nice furniture and swatches. And then I decided to have a beautiful big TV on top of the fireplace, just to kind of finish up the room. The entry is very small, so I couldn't fit much. Now I'm furnishing the bathroom and laundry. I decided to have basically a laundry downstairs instead of like a full bathroom, and basically this bathroom laundry also functions as a little hallway which leads to the garage of the house. And obviously the garage, it's not functional. We don't have garages in The Sims. It's just for aesthetic purposes, This is the upstairs. I am doing the floor plan of the upstairs. The floor plan was a struggle because I wanted to have 2 bathrooms. So I wanted an ensuite bathroom and another bathroom, but then I realized that everything was too tight. I couldn't even fit the bed in the bedroom because it was too tight. You'll see that. So I had to kind of redo the entire floor plan. I cut that part out because it took me so long to figure out. And then I ended up just having 1 bathroom, which is an ensuite bathroom for the master bedroom, but then also you have a door from which you can access the bathroom from the hallway, basically. Really like how the bathroom looks like. I think it really looks like a very contemporary bathroom. And the master bedroom is actually a bit small, I would say. I couldn't fit much in there, but I really like that it has big windows, so we have so much light coming in. Oh, and by the way, talking about bedroom, so in my last video, I don't know if you watched it. If you haven't, you can go and watch it. You can go and check it out. I will leave the link in the description box. But basically, what happened is that I was recording my video, and then suddenly, like this little bird crashed into my window, and I got scared. But then I was like, oh, I hope he's not hurt. And then you know what? Like yesterday, it happened again, and it was the same bird, the same little bird. And I'm like, it was so weird. I don't know. I think maybe it's trying to come inside my room. I don't know what he wants, but I don't know. It's so cute. Like maybe it's hungry. I don't know. Maybe he wants something, but it's the same bird. I swear, it was the same bird. And I don't know. Like it's so cute. It keeps coming to my window. Anyway, now we finished the master bedroom and I'm furnishing the other bedroom. This bedroom is very small, only fits a single bedroom, but I'm really happy with the result and I like the color scheme of this room. I went for white, yellow, and blue, like blue. The color scheme is so on point. I love the rug from Dream Home Decorator. Like it looks so good in this room. It was the final nice touch that really helped the room to come together. And then the last room that I'm furnishing is the office. So I decided to turn like this other small room into an office because I thought it would be nice to have a desk by these huge glass windows. Imagined a house like that to be the owner to be, I don't know, maybe a businessman who needs an office to work. And I also added like this frames on the walls, and I imagined them to be like his achievements or his certifications that you're so proud of, and then you frame them and you hang them up on the wall. So that was my vision for this room. I also really like the color scheme in this room. I went for like beiges, and I used the same wall that I used in the bathroom and in the kitchen. I really like the color, and I really like how it adds texture to a room. The backyard has a tiny like little patio where there's a bar and a table with some chairs, but that's it. I couldn't fit anything else in this backyard, and I really like how then I like you'll see it later, but I basically then put the half wall to close around the bar to kind of close the area a bit more, and I think it looks very nice. And then I did a little pathway with a terrain tool. I also added edges all around because I always imagine that these very modern houses have edges all around, and the edges are like very well kept. So I also had an idea for the garage. I didn't want to have a closed-off garage because since we don't have garages in The Sims, we don't have like the garage door. So I didn't like how it looked. I normally use windows and columns to make it look like a garage door, but I didn't like it. So basically, I imagined that the door was fully open, the garage door was fully open, and I basically imagined like there was a glass door for the garage. So I used a roof, and I put like the glass swatch on it, and then it looks like it's an open door. Then the last thing that I'm furnishing is the deck. So this house has a very big, beautiful deck on the side with a seating space and with a big umbrella and some plants. The couches are from the dessert kit. I never remember how it's called, but it's the dessert one. The one is for free. It comes with really good furniture for to furnish the outdoor. That's the end of the speed build. I think I'm gonna pop into the game and show you the final result. This is the final result. I also forgot to mention that I saw this picture on Pinterest of a house that had kind of this paneling thing in the front, and I wanted to have that in my house too. So I basically used the windows from the dessert, Lux dessert, the dessert, dessert kit, to make this panel. So basically, you walk up the stairs and you have this kind of like a porch with this wood panel, and then you walk basically through here. Wait, you walk through here, and you have the front door here on the side. The entry area is very small, it's very tiny. There's just a mirror, and then but you enter and you have the living room with this beautiful big white couch. This one is from Dream Home Decorator. And then you have a beautiful fireplace, and then you have a TV on top, a little chair on the side. I actually really like this chair. I've never, I think, used it before because obviously it doesn't fit in every type of house. But I think that in this house in particular, with this style, it fits very well. I used this coffee table from the dessert kits. I think it fits perfectly because it's not too big. It's not massive. I needed something small. Then on this side, we have the kitchen and the dining area. The kitchen is a bit small, I would say. It's not too big, but I'm really happy with the look of it. I really like the big window. And then we have these open shelves that I think I do a lot in my builds, but I've put wine bottles on the shelves because, as I said, I imagine like this businessman living in this house, and maybe after a very stressful day, he comes back home, he opens up a bottle of wine, and he's just sip it in like in front of the TV on the couch. So that was my vision. And then on this other side here, we have the dining space. I ended up changing the painting. I think this one really looks nice. It has like green bits, and then that matched the wall. Through this door, we have the laundry room, which has a door that leads into the garage. Then we walk upstairs and we have this hallway with this big glass door that leads to a big balcony that has a couple of couches and these coffee table that looks like it's a fireplace. The look of it is very modern, that's why I used it. On this side here we have the tiny bedroom. Really, as I said, I really like the color scheme in this one. I think even though it's very tiny, it's really cozy, and I like the window up here on the bed, and then this big window. I think this bedroom is really bright because of these two big windows. This is the bathroom. I think it's like the only full bathroom of the house. I'm actually happy because I could use this shower. I always really liked it, but I never had a bathroom that fits the style of this shower. We have the master bedroom. I also really like the color scheme in the master bedroom. It's mainly like brown, beiges, and white and obviously black, but I really like the color combination in this room. And again, I did my open shelving thing, but I think in this bedroom it looks nice because otherwise you would have plain wall, and also I couldn't add anything on top of the bed, like not a painting, nothing, because I have this window in the middle, and I could delete it, but then it wouldn't look good from the outside. So I had to keep it, and then since I wanted this wall to be a bit fuller, I decided to do my shelf thing. And then the last room of the house, as I said, ooh, we're missing a shelf. Bad. So the last room of the house is the office. We have this modern, very modern desk. This one is from City Living, if I'm not wrong. Oh, and this desk is also very expensive. I apologize, but it's just very modern, and I think it really fits well the vibe of the house. And we have this computer that I think is also from City Living or Get to Work, I don't remember. But and then on this side we have bookshelves, and then I couldn't fit anything else in this room. The last thing I want to show you is the backyard, and I think it looks very nice. I put these small lights all across the pathway just to kind of define it a bit more. I think it's something that you would find in a house like this. And we have this patio over here with wicker chairs and just a table and a bar area down here. I really like that we have this kind of nook where you have the bar, and we have like this brick column and more bricks with the half wall. I really, really like it. Oh, I haven't talked you through the garage, but there isn't much to say, just that I use this roof as a glass garage door. I don't know, I think it looked better than having, you know, a fake garage door made with windows and columns. I think, I don't know, I just like it more, and it's something different. I hope you guys liked the house. Let me know what are your thoughts about it, if you prefer modern designs or if you are like more... These are my guinea pigs. Okay, these are my guinea pigs. I'm sorry, they are hungry. I'm gonna give them food now. So this marks the end of the video because I have to go. I have to feed my guinea pigs. And I'll see you in the next video. Please share, like, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye!